Husni Izzati binti Munir, matric number 264606. I will present about the introduction of the foreign exchange and also the importance of the foreign exchange. First, we need to know what is the foreign exchange. Foreign exchange is the trading of one currency for another. For example, one can swap the US dollar for the euro. Foreign exchange transaction can take place on the foreign exchange market, which is also known as the forex market. Forex market is the world's largest financial market, and it is also the most liquid market in the world. Every day, trillions of dollars are exchanged from one currency to another for the international business through this forex market. Foreign exchange trading utilize the currency pairs price in terms of one another. Forward and futures are another way to participate in the forex market. The foreign exchange market is unique for several reasons, mainly because of its size. Trading volume in the forex market is generally very large. Next is the participants in the foreign exchange or forex. It is including the governments, business, and the investor. Government use the forex market to implement the policies. For example, they need to convert the currency to another foreign currency when dealing with business. And for the business, they participate in the forex market to facilitate the international trade, which required them to convert the payments for goods and services when they bought from the overseas, or also when they need to change the payment into the preferred currency. Lastly, for the participant is the advanced investor. They use this forex market to speculate on changes in the currency price. Currency price constantly change during the week because the forex market open for 24 hours every day, exclude the weekends. Next, we need to know about the importance of the foreign exchange. Why the foreign exchange is important? It is because the foreign exchange is the vital role in the international trade, and also this foreign exchange is used to trade in the service and also to transfer. Is a transfer of the technology. Besides, this foreign exchange also important as a global capital movement. And lastly, it is important for the international remittance and the payment.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nasuhaiza binti Sudin. My matric number is 262678. Okay, now I will continue with impact of exchange rate movement to export proceed and import payment. Okay, first of all, world's currency arrangement is basically based on 14 system. So the exchange rates between currency are always changing. We can say that exporter and importer are subject to risk of foreign exchange rates movement. Okay, when importing, the currency fluctuation affects in an opposite way. The first way, if the Malaysian ringgit gets stronger, the importer receives profits. Okay, why? Because its value is rising in relation to one or more currency. Okay, a strong ringgit will buy more unit of foreign currency than previously. So, to Malaysian consumer, when value of Malaysia is higher than foreign currency, the price of imported good and service become cheaper. This will allow Malaysian to buy foreign made car that's used to be too expensive. Okay, besides, it make traveling to foreign country more affordable for Malaysian tourists. Okay, the second way is if the Malaysian ringgit gets weaker, the importer incur an exchange loss. Okay, why? Because when the value of the ringgit fall or weaken in relation to another currency, price of good and service from that country rise for Malaysian consumer. Okay, so it take more ringgit to purchase the same amount of foreign currency to buy good and service. Okay, that's mean Malaysian consumer and Malaysian company that's import product have reduced purchasing power. Okay, next we move to exporter side. Okay, the impact of exchange rates to export proceed is if the Malaysian ringgit become weaker against the other currency, then the exporter receive profit. Okay, a weak ringgit mean price for Malaysian product fall in foreign market. So with a weak ringgit, it take fewer unit of foreign currency to buy the right amount of ringgit to purchase Malaysian good. As a result, consumer in other country can buy Malaysian product with less money. In other words, they receive profit. Okay, next, if the Malaysian ringgit becomes stronger, the Malaysian exporter receive exchange loss. Okay, a strong ringgit means there is take more of a foreign currency to buy ringgit. Malaysian good and service become more expensive for foreign consumer, so resulting in them buying favor Malaysian product. It is because it take more of foreign currency to purchase strong ringgit. Besides, product price in ringgit are more expensive when sold overseas. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Siti Nur Alisa Munawara binti Muhammad Fauzi and my matrix number is 264521 and I will explain about the ways to mitigate foreign exchange. So firstly, we have a hedging currency risk. So hedging can protect a foreign investment from currency risk when the funds are converted back to the investor home currency. Means that the purpose of this hedge is to lock the value of each currency to remain the same for a specified period of time, because in the exchange rate fund it involves too many currencies. So the second one is about the forward contract. So forward contract is an agreement between two parties to sell or buy a currency at a preset exchange rate and a predetermined future dates. Means that a forward contract provides a rate lock so that the international funds can convert it back into the home currency at a later date. So the last one is option contracts. So option contracts offer more flexibility than forward contracts because it do not force the investor to engage with the transaction when the expiration date of the contract is arrived, but come with an upfront fee or a premium. So other than that, currency option give the investor the right but not the obligation to sell or buy a currency at a specific rate they call a price on or before the specific date they call a expiration date. So I will tell you about the forward contract. So what is a forward contract? Forward contracts refer to a contract which establish an agreement to exchange a specified amount of the currency at a predetermined future dates. So it is a firm and binding a contract between a customer and bank. Next is a transaction of specific quantity of foreign currency, and the last one is a rate of exchange fee upon making a contract, and it delivered at the agreed future dates.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Shazwani binti Zazuki. My matric number 261341. Okay, now I will continue for the introduction to foreign exchange option. Okay, what are foreign exchange options? For our information, foreign exchange options is known as a forex options or currency options. Then foreign exchange option is known as a derivative financial instruments that give the right but not the obligation to buy and sell currency at a specific rate on a specific future date. Other than that, the holder, which is a buyer, has to pay a fee to the seller for acquiring the options, and this fee also called as a premium. Okay, for the next part, I will proceed for the basic terminology for foreign exchange option. Okay, one of the basic terminology is a premium. For our information, premium is known as a upfront cost for purchasing a currency exchange option. Next is the strike price. Strike price or exercise price is the price which the options holder has the right to buy or sell the currency. Then is expiry date. This trade expiry date is the last date on which the right attached to an options may be exercised. Another basic terminology is exercise. This exercise that act the options buyer to notify the seller that they intend deliver an options contract. The last basic terminology is delivery date, which is the date when the currency exchange will take the place and if the option is exercised. Okay, for the type of foreign exchange options, they may be classified as a call options and put options. These call options give the holders the right but not the obligations to purchase or buy underlying asset at a specific currency at a pre-arranged rate up to the expiration date. Then in put options, they also give the holders the right but not the obligations to sell underlying asset at a specific currency at a pre-arranged rate up to the expiration date. Now I will proceed for the part why we need to use foreign exchange options. For our information, this foreign exchange options is known as the option market with the higher depth and liquidity in the world. Then, market participants can use different strategies for limiting risk and also can increasing their profit using the foreign exchange options. Okay, for the last part in foreign exchange options, we'll also need to know how the foreign exchange options work. So, this is one of the example of foreign exchange options work. Okay. In this part, Europe or US dollar give the holders the right to sell 1 million euro and to buy 1,200,000 US dollar at December 1. Then they also agree to strike price is Europe or US dollar at 1.20. So, if the exchange rate is lower than 1.20 on December 1, the holder will exercise the options. Then, if the Euro or US dollar rate drops to 1.15, the profit in US dollar is 1.20 minus 1.15 and multiplied by 1 million and equal to 50,000. This is when they use these options. Other than that, you also can buy Europe in the spot market at the lower exchange rate, which is 1.15. Then, as you can see, they also eliminate the upside risk in Europe or US dollar by paying the premium. At the same time, the holder also can still get the profit from a drop in the currency rate. Okay, the next part is computations of forward rates. Okay, as we can see, this is the formula that we use to calculate the forward rate. For the S, it's refer to the current spot rate of the currency pair, and then for the RD, it refer to the domestic currency interest rates. For the RF, it's refer to the foreign currency interest rate, and the last is T, it refer to the time of contract in the days. Okay, as we can see, this is one of the example to compute the forward rate. Okay, let's look at this example. If the spot Canadian dollar or US dollar rate is 1.1239 and the 3 months interest rates of Canadian dollar and US dollar are 0.75% and 0.4% annually respectively. So, calculate the 3 months of Canadian dollar or US dollar forward rate. Okay, to get this answer, we just need to apply the formula forward rate and then the final answer we get 1.1249. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name Nur Amirah binti Azmi, number metric 261670. Next, we go to the application of forward contracts. Based on the slide, this is the example of the calculation how the company use forward contracts. Okay, the company ABC need to sell 100,000 US dollar and buy Canadian in 6 months. To reduce market exposure, the company ABC enters into the forward contracts to fixing their exchange rates. Based on current market condition at 1.2 US dollar for settlement in 6 months, the company ABC now knows that regardless of which the direction the market move, so the company will receive 120,000 Canadian dollar when the contract are expires. The advantage to a forward contract is that if over the course of the transaction, the US dollar weakens against the Canadian dollar and at expiry is trading below 1.2, so the company will protect it at fixed exchange rate. The impact on the profit margin can be significant. In this example, the company will realize to saving 15,000 US dollar. Based on the graph, forward contract allows to lock in exchange rate and eliminate the risk of the market movement to bottom line. However, there is the potential of opportunity to lose if the freight move in your favor as well are still obligated to exchange at the fixed rate of the forward contract. But the purpose of the forward contract is to remove your exposure to the volatility of the market and fix your exchange rate and providing the certainty of moving forward. So, to enter the forward contract, need to let your trader know the dates that you are looking to exchange and the amount of currency that you looking to transfer. In conclusion, the foreign exchange risk exposure refers to the change of the currency rate that influence the firm value, which is represented by the stock return. So the business risks are become increased. The expected and unexpected fluctuation of foreign exchange rate movement affects stock return and has concern from the investor and among the firms. Foreign exchange, especially hedging, is an important area to investigate to know the costs and the benefits. In addition to providing the understanding of the importance of the hedging, hedging tools include the currency swap, forward contracts, and the currency options. Lastly, according to the Forex Malaysia in 2012, the Bank Negara Malaysia state that the foreign trading or foreign currency trading in Malaysia are allowed if have the license commercial bank, investment bank, Islamic bank and the international Islamic bank. However, the platform or broker must comply of these rules. Thank you.